Hello, hello. We are live indeed. Welcome to Direct Mail Monday, October 1st, 2018. Steve Sipress here, and I have the piece of the week right here in my hand. And this is, at this moment, without more information, this is about as total fail as it gets, folks. First clue is they're clueless about how to use direct mail, although I was going to say because the back of the envelope is blank, but let me tell you how I got this piece, first of all. This was brought to me by dear clients of mine, Robert and Sean Jones. You see it being addressed to them. They hadn't, but I crossed out their home address to protect their privacy. And every one of my clients gets to come to my home and meet with me one-on-one for a day where I work for them, think for them, create for them, put together all kinds of systems, processes, whatever they need done. Need to write a letter, I write a letter. Write a script for a webinar or a stage presentation, I do that. Write a series of emails or all the copy for websites or put up the whole funnel. Whatever has to be done, we done. We put systems into place, put all the information into place. I make connections, I pull out my Rolodex, and I hope you know it's more important who you know than what you know. So I make one connection that often leads to multiple six figures, if not seven figures in income. And so anyway, Robert and Sean came to my house last week, and Robert slides this across the table and goes, I thought you'd get a chuckle out of this. This arrived in the mail, check it out. And I was like, well, first of all, it's a great example of sneak-up mail, what we call, other people might have a different name, sneak-up mail, where you don't know where it's coming from. There's no return address, there's nothing on the back, nothing on the front. It would appear with a live stamp to be personal correspondence, especially when it's the size that could be an invitation size. However, total fail by putting a mailing label on it with a printed out name and address. So you just blew it. The whole attempting to sneak up, and I don't think this is a commercial mailing, I think it's very personal in nature, you blow it right there with the label. What are you thinking? George is here, Melody's here, and Kevin is here saying good morning. See how he does that while it's 20 to 6 in the evening here in usually sunny Arizona. I have to say, I realized I ought to start recording this already because it's getting darker earlier than normal. We have a hurricane, a very rare Pacific U.S. hurricane coming in. I think, someone said that yesterday. We were out on the golf course. Look at those clouds coming in from the hurricane. And I'm like, there's no hurricanes. They were like, oh, I think it's Florence. I'm like, that was like weeks ago on the East Coast, and there's no hurricanes out here. Sure enough, I had to find out what's going on because it was raining all night. Turned on the news. I think it's Hurricane Rosa, or correct me or whatever. But and supposedly it's slow moving and it's going to be here for days and dropping rain for today, tomorrow, the next day. So yeah, lots of rain, which for here, even an inch or two overwhelms. There's no drainage here. It overwhelms the system. And so also weird. It's been dark all day, and I realize we're losing the light earlier than normal because there practically wasn't light today. I'm just looking out at clouds. Unusual here. Anyway, getting back to the mail piece. So good morning to you, Kevin, who's completely on the other side of the world in the Philippines. And so, okay, so he says, yeah, what do you think, beyond just the envelope? Open it up. So I open it up. And we got the glue of the envelope stuck to it, but out comes this one piece. Now, so right away, even if it was sneak-up mail, trying to make you think that it's not commercial, that it's from a trusted friend and family member or whatever, you blow it right away when you put a slick, full-color, professional-looking, looking good marketing piece. When I say looking good, I mean trying to look slick and professional, which often is the complete opposite of how you get results, as all sharp marketers know. This just looks slick and like you're trying to sell me something. In other words, depresses results. The more if it had a handwritten letter in it, that would have continued along the theme with, hey, this is something personal just to you, despite the ridiculous flunking failure of the mailing label on it, which is a dead giveaway that not only is this badly done sneak-up mail, but I'm a buffoon of marketing. And I don't know anything specifically about direct mail or in general about marketing in general or communications or human behavioral psychology or pretty much anything it takes to make money in the world. But they probably think they do because they probably think they went to school, they have a degree, maybe even a degree in marketing, they have a good product, excellent product or service, and of course, none of that matters when it comes to making money. It's all good, and you want to have it. Better than to have it than not. The excellent product or service, the degrees and letters after your name, of course, don't matter at all. But then when you do this, so here it is, some slick kind of piece saying something about the benefits of reduced debt. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's a bad headline to begin with. I don't have time to go into it, how bad it is, or how to fix it. But then you have, the backside, create a debt-free plan, 3 ways to earn extra money. Now we're getting a little better with the headline. For some bizarre reason, the photo is of a woman with a camera. Oh, 3 ways to earn extra money. Let me guess. 1 is to become a professional photographer. No. Oh, yeah. I guess it is here. Yeah. Get a side hustle. Do you have a hobby or skill that could net more money on the side, whether it's photography, web design, or crafting? Consider sharing your skills to earn extra cash. So there you go. 3 ways to earn extra money. You might become a photographer. Okay. But anyway. So I go, okay, yeah, okay, cool. It's a piece about that, whatever, so show me the rest of it. Where's the sales letter? Where's the something from who sent it? There's not even a name of a company on here. There's a copyright of some printer or some agency. God forbid these people paid an agency to do this, but that's it. That's the only thing in the envelope. And so Robert laughed and looked at me and said, yeah, that's why I thought you'd get a chuckle out of it and maybe share it on Direct Mail Monday. And so here it is. Hopefully you're getting a chuckle out of it. That's it. That's all they mailed. I don't even know who it's from. Oh, wait. Let me look at the return address. Oh, no idea who it's from. No return address, no name, no address. So I'm thinking a number of things. Number 1, total failure, which is most likely. Number 2, only a slight failure. All the mistakes that I pointed out, however, the only slight failures, they forgot to include that one other piece in the mailer. And this would have been in addition to the sales letter, the sales message. Or it is extremely high thinking, way above my pay grade, part of a multiple-step campaign to educate me on the risks of debt and the benefits of reducing it and of making more money and putting together a debt-free plan. It's just the first in a multiple-step, hopefully multiple media campaign, where next week or 2 from now they're going to send me another one, something else about reducing debt and fixing your credit and all that. And then maybe by the 3rd one they start to send me something, go, hey, I bet you're wondering who sent you those pieces related to getting out of debt and the benefits of reducing blah, blah, blah over the last few weeks or the last couple of months. Bet you wondered where all that great information was coming from. Hopefully you took action on it. You've reduced your debt. You've increased your income by doing photography or whatever you do, and hopefully you benefited. And now I'm here to tell you to peel away the curtain. I'm the man behind the curtain. I'm the magic wizard. I'm the one that sent you that. And blah, blah, blah. Here's how it can help you even more. Boom. I'm not holding my breath. I mean, that's as far-fetched as I could get to attempt to equate this to anything that could be successful or positive or smart about it. But that sounds crazy to me. I mean, you send something a week or 2 later, not likely to remember it, or maybe I'll go another stupid thing. I mean, by the time you tell me who you are, and you think I'm going to congratulate you on being the brilliant guy who sent me this stuff, I'm very likely, even without watching this video, to be thinking, you're the idiot that sent me that stuff without telling me who you were and made me sit there and wonder what the heck it was all about, and you're a maroon. So that doesn't mean you're bad at helping people get out of debt or whatever you do, but in general, it's a big red flag. Likely, I don't really want to do business with you. It's the same thing I think. Often when I see people, like professionals, have a website that hasn't been updated in 10 years, you're looking for a professional, an accountant, a lawyer, a doctor, a dentist. When you go to the site, and it looks like it's something that some kid, somebody's niece's, nephew's, 5-year-old's kid's brother did in 10 minutes on his own, created that whole website, and it looks like it's out of the 1990s. And sure enough, it says on the bottom, copyright 2007. And the first thing I'm thinking is, in addition to they know nothing about, again, making money, marketing, advertising, communication, anything, and congratulations that somehow they're still in business for another 10 or 11 years. But the second thing I think is, boy, I wonder if they haven't updated their equipment since then. Are they still using the same 11-year-old equipment? Same 11-year-old, they haven't read the law, the updated legal education in 11 years. They haven't read medical journals in 11 years. They're using an 11-year-old stethoscope and 11-year-old dental equipment, and they're using 11-year-old technology in their office when they do work on me or chiropractic or whatever. So it just doesn't send a good signal, folks. When you do bad marketing or advertising, at least subconsciously, people are just thinking that that's your overall modus operandi of your business. That's how you treat everything in your business, with as little respect and time and energy and attention. So not that attractive. So maybe this is part of an ingenious, secret, mystery, multiple step campaign where the genius debt relief person reveals him or herself down the road and says, aha, I'm that nice person that just mailed you all that stuff at my expense without asking for anything in return, blah, blah, blah. Unfortunately, and maybe it was the mailing fulfillment house or the person himself who just forgot that piece. Maybe they have the kids helping them out, or they've been doing it, mailing 5,000 pieces. They missed one, happens, or they're kind of nodding off because they're trying to do it themselves, or they did it themselves because they're too cheap to pay a professional to do it right. So they screw up once in a while, or they fall asleep, or they're watching a movie and they don't pay attention, and whatever reason the thing suffers, or it's just overall just a total failure thing. So that's it for Direct Mail Monday. So very special thanks to my clients, Robert and Sean Jones, for sharing that with me. Then I shared it with you. Let's see if there's any other. I don't see it. Jeremy Danley is here, but I don't see any other questions, comments, concerns, issues, thoughts on the piece. It's likely already gotten more thought and more attention than that piece would ever deserve in like 20,000 years, right? So that'll do it for Direct Mail Monday. Don't be that guy that sends out stuff like that. Okay, and if you want some help with it, as always, go to helpfromsteve.com, and I'll help you out to not do stupid stuff. In fact, the total opposite, to make a whole ton of money in a short amount of time. And Phil Brakefield is here and says, straight up, dead serious question here, Steve. Do you think it's better to do nothing at all versus a crappy piece? That's a great question. And so in this case, which is a crappy piece, clear, in my opinion, unless, again, it's part of some multiple-step mystery, I'm this genius. I'm going to try and convince you now, against what you've been thinking about me for weeks or months, that I'm a genius. That's a crappy piece. And, of course, better to do nothing at all, because, number one, save you money. The stamp is like 50 cents, the envelope, the piece itself. You paid the company to print up 1,000 of them and send them to you or whatever. So, or God forbid you paid a fulfillment house to do that. I mean, you paid money for it. So better to have gone out to dinner. Better to put it into the bank at 0.025% interest. Again, if you want help with that, come see me. I got some of my clients are some of the most world-renowned financial experts who help their clients make tons of money. You got to qualify to get into the programs and all. But yeah, Jeremy says don't be that guy. And third of all, like I just said, if you do reveal yourself down the road that I'm the one that did that, you might get the reaction, the response that I might give of like, you're the idiot that sent me those other pieces and who's now trying to convince me you're not an idiot. So yeah, I think in all of life, not just marketing, if I really think about it, better to do nothing at all than do something crappy. Just my opinion. Better to not drive at all than to drive crappy and cross the double yellow line and fall asleep at the wheel and be drunk. Better to not, I don't know, better to not do anything. That happens to us sometimes. We're the only ones. We'll turn on the Netflix or the whatever, and we end up watching a crappy movie. Better to not watch it at all than waste 15, 20 minutes and then say, that sucks, turn on another one. Before you know it, there's another one that sucks. We give it 10 minutes. My beautiful wife, Michelle, looks at me and goes like, have we watched this one enough? I'm like, well, they're sort of setting the scene up. She's like, nothing happened yet. I'm like, but maybe nothing's supposed to happen. I mean, come on, we waste another 15, 20 minutes, and we watch another one. So I think we'd be better off to not have watched that at all than to watch a crappy movie. Jeremy's a professional, great stand-up comedian. I think better for him, if he's going to go on and tell crappy jokes, better to not go on at all. So, yeah, I'm a big believer in better to do nothing all versus something absolutely crappy. Just my opinion. Maybe other people have other advice that say, oh, Better to take some action than no action. Now, I agree with that if the action you're taking is at least semi-intelligent. You're testing something. So maybe Jeremy went on and it ended up being crappy jokes, but he thought they were good jokes. Then it's better to take that action, testing out some possible new jokes, even if it ends up they're no good. Or if I mail out a piece thinking this will work, that's better than mailing out nothing. But mailing out a piece that if you made one call to an expert, or even a 1/10 of an expert, somebody knows 100th as much as me, or read one book or one article on actual marketing. I'm not talking about marketing degree in college BS. I'm talking about real marketing that informed you that I wouldn't really waste my money testing just mailing out some slick piece where no one knows who it's from, where it's from, or why they're getting it. That's crappy. So I don't consider that smart testing. So smart testing that ends up, maybe it was crappy, I'm in favor of that instead of doing nothing at all. Sending out something that's almost guaranteed to be crappy, not in favor of that. Hope that answers it, and hope that's good. Everett Farnell is here. So Everett is a world-class copywriter and business strategist himself. I wonder if you're still here, Everett, and you heard any of that. How you feel about it? Is it better to do nothing at all, to send out no direct mail at all, than to send out a crappy piece? And my answer was, if anyone who knew anything about marketing knew that with 99% certainty that would be a crappy piece, it's better to do nothing. But I've certainly done plenty of marketing. In fact, I probably sent out more crappy marketing than anyone that could ever watch all my videos all put together, and that's why I make more money at it than anybody. So I've tested and failed more times than anybody, and a lot of that's been crappy. But it was testing. At least it had a shot, had a great headline, went to the right audience, had a great offer, or something I thought was a great offer. And maybe it led to something better. Maybe it just led me to say, that's it. I'm not going to market to that group anymore. I'm not going to market that product anymore. I'm going to change the pricing or change something else. But if I just sent out something totally stupid, I think better to do nothing. I'm not seeing anything from Everett. Maybe he'll post it later. Maybe somebody else will. Another genius of marketing, Mike Capuzzi, is here. We got all kinds of brilliant marketing minds here. Wonder what you guys think. Post it on a comment. I'll end the video for now, and I will respond if there are comments. I'll respond at a later time. Thanks for being here today. I'll be back tomorrow. What I always call Topical Tuesday, where I delve into something happening in the news, and can't imagine anything that's been in the news over the past week. Anything that might have to do with messaging and manipulation and persuasion. All kinds of great stuff that I have for you tomorrow on Topical Tuesday. Hope you'll join me then. That's it for today. Over and out. Bye-bye. Got to press it twice as always. Bye-bye.